Alright. So this next song, this is a melding of the worlds of improv and music. It's a little song. It's a little song called Love Is Like. So I'm gonna need some suggestions from the audience. So tell me, what is love like? Saltines. A spatula, that's the one I can understand. So, this song always starts off talking about how love is like the ocean, and next it's about saltines, and then it's about a spatula. There's a story to this song, so pay attention. Once a young man, he was from the ocean floor, and he was in love with a young lady, and they made such a good time together. And he said, I've been thinking that love is like the ocean. It's so big and beautiful, and the waves are strong, and it moves you, and it covers 70% of the earth's land mass, and love covers 100% of my heart. She called him up and she said to him, I'm sorry, I don't love you anymore. You smell too much like salt water. And he said, well, I've been thinking that love is like the ocean. It's very briny and it kinda stinks, and when you put your head all the way under, it stings your eyes and it makes you cry, yeah. And that's how love is like the ocean. They're both so painful when you put your whole heart into it, yeah. And you get swept out to sea, just like love sweeps you away from me. But then the girl called him back the next day with a note that said, I'm so sorry, I actually love you, I forgot. I don't know how it just slipped my mind, but I love you and I want you in my life. And so he said to himself, well, I've been thinking that love is like a saltine. It's the only thing that you can stomach when you've got the flu. And it makes you wanna, it may seem bland at first, but if you stick with it, it just fills you up inside. But then he got a text message from the girl that he loved so much. She said, I'm in love with someone else and he's got big sharp pointy teeth. And so the boy said to himself, I've been thinking that love is like a saltine. You can't help but eat it, but remember that time that you had the flu, and it makes that guttural vomiting response in your heart, and that's what love does, and it reminds you of all the bad times. Check the mail. What was there but the mailman standing there, and he said, that girl he loved told me to give you a message, and he said to say that she loves you again. And so the boy said, I've been thinking that love is like a spatula. Without it there are certain important things you can never do, like flipping pancakes, like flipping your heart into a better state of mind and turning your life into something better than you ever thought it could be. And it's delicious and it fills you up in the morning, and you need it to make your waffles. Not really though, that's kind of like love, I guess. But then, when he came home from the gym that day, she was lurking on his roof with a big fat banner splayed across the entire roof, and it said, I'm sorry dear, but I'm a lesbian and I don't love you anymore. I've been thinking that love is like a spatula. It's really not that useful except when you're making pancakes. And the spatula, it usually melts because it's made out of some cheap plastic. And if it's not much as your Teflon coating of your pan and the Teflon coating of your heart. That's why I've been thinking that love is like the ocean, and a spatula and a saltine. Well, love is like the ocean. Love is like a saltine cracker, Zesta brand. Love is like a spatula. That's what love is like. Thanks, guys. Reviewers like you, and these are the antics.